wasn't no knife or anything. But here's the thing. I never knew, the door stoppers that could be at the bottom.
Right.
I never knew. I just knew the swirly kind that you just put in the
right.
There's the kind with the screws. I didn't know that.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too country. I don't know.
The place where I lived, they had the kind where it literally was screwed into the wall. You unscrew it, and it's just a screw sitting there on the other side. He took that and he hit me in the back of my head right there and stabbed me. I had our newborn son in my arms, the other 2 kids around the house, and even my mom was there that time. So yeah, after that explosion, things, of course, the process of calling the cops, this, that, and the other, everything, move them out, say our words and all that. That was when I finally got him for good to stay out of my home. But here it is a month later. Our son's 1 month. I haven't got a job yet. I don't have that good money flowing in no more. I need Pampers. I need food. I need to keep taking care of these bills here. And he offered to come bring money for the first time since our child was born. He had outfits. He had Pampers. He had all this other kind of stuff. So I was like, okay. At that time, I finally got it lined up to where I was getting my first job. And it just so happened how it was he came on a weekend. He came on a weekend day, and when he came, I think it was that Sunday, had a set time, because before that, any other time, it was set to where we can only have public visitations.
Okay.
If you wanted to see your son, we were going to a fast food place, and you were sitting there and you were seeing him. But that time I gave in, and I said, okay, you can come bring the stuff to the house.
Okay.
Comes to the house, it wasn't at the set time. It was all kind of flags going right there, and I didn't even know. So he threw the flag of basically when it was time to go, his ride wasn't answering the phone. He came into town. Then later on, his ride went back out of town and left him in town. So now he's in town stuck with me.
Come get him.
I was last I knew, his family member stayed down the street. Had a family member stayed in my complex. I'm asking, can you not go there? Can you not go here? Get out.
Yeah,
go.
right.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
And it's enough that I had made it that far freshly out of having our son, because here it is, the whole pregnancy. I'm thinking I had to be with him. But now that I got my mindset and our son is here, I'm trying to keep you away. But he made a way to where 1 day turned into 3 days. In the midst of those 3 days, I started my new job. Where thing is, he didn't have nowhere to go. You weren't staying at my place while I was gone to my job.
Right.
So couldn't find nowhere to go. He ended up coming to my job with me the first day. I get in trouble because I was working at a vacation Bible school at the church that I was a member of at the time. And where I was with the kids. We can't have, just adults straying around.
Right.
So I started getting in trouble on my first day. So I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. Get off. The day goes, no arguments, no nothing, because he's trying to get back in.
Man.
Everything is trying to be okay with him.
I'm the good guy. Remember this guy?
Yeah. So we sit there, and now it goes over to day 2. He ended up having to spend the night the first night. And I made him stay on the couch and everything. I was just like, no. Everything that you think is okay is going to go back to no. So go to work the second day, and I'm just like, okay, I can't have you up here at work with me because I need this job. And you almost made me, got me in trouble the first day.
I don't like you like that anyway.
Okay, didn't. So I sat there and gave him the keys to my truck. So he had a family member, somebody who stayed in that area of my job, was taking my truck to that place. But when he would go, he was going to do drugs. I don't know exactly what he was going to do, what type of drug, but he would go do some drugs. Then it came to that day, he kept going back and forth with me, and he kept calling me. And then the people at my desk, at the front desk, was telling me, we can't have this going on. So I speak with him, and he's hallucinating basically off the drugs that he's on.
Oh wow!
It was kind of like the first time I ever dealt with that with him. I didn't know what was going on. But I know I was fed up because I was already fed up before. And I just clearly told him, I said, well, I'm working at a church and I'm pretty sure they got pastors upstairs. I told him he'd come upstairs, confess to them what he's done and let them know. Because he thought someone was trying to fight him. He thought that some men were trying to jump him. And I thought that was funny.
We need to fight you.
No, but the thing is, I was just like, you're calling me up because you think some men want to fight you, but you're always ready to put your hands on me. I thought that was something.
Yeah.
And he was putting my job at a big stake, and I didn't like that. So
is this leading up to the
Yes. So then it goes on until the third day. So because I told you it went from 1 day to 3 days.
3 days.
So
okay.
on the third day, I go back to work. By now, feeling good on this day because it's now have been discussed if I bring him out there or if I bring him so far to the Beaumont area, someone will come get him or I can drop him off. He will give me gas money or something like that. You speak in my language.
Okay, yeah.
So I was ready
I
was ready to get off of work that day and even end up getting off early. Again, wasn't letting him stay up there because he couldn't, be in the area. Took my vehicle, but this day when he come pick me up, he pretty much ran late come and pick me up. And he was upset about it.
He was upset about him being late to come pick you up from your job.
The thing is, when things would take off, if I wouldn't get angry with him, that was a problem. But if I got angry with him, that was a problem.
You can't win for losing.
It wasn't a win.